Hi, Cliff Jones, and I'm back with a new video this week. It's been a while because I get in my own way knocking these videos out. And I'm committed to sharing my stories, my experiences. This channel is all about helping you find your purpose, figure out who you are, what you want to do to make a living. And I'm simply sharing my stories, my articles, my interviews, my life experience over the last 64 years. This video is about a young man I met through a client. The young man's name is Anthony. I'm going to drop a link into his YouTube channel. He's a budding artist, a phenomenal artist. He's 17. He lives in Manhattan Beach, California, and I met him doing business with his father, and his father and I became friends. His father's name is Ben. And in a story that's going to drop tomorrow in one of my publications on Medium and Substack, what I talk about is Anthony's participation throughout high school in the Model UN program, Model United Nations, which teaches these students, apparently all over the world, I didn't know about it, how to get along. I don't know that it's really proper debate forum, but imagine being in a United Nations meeting and you have to conduct yourself in the decorum, in the manner, in the traditions of the United Nations, where people from all walks of life come together. So, we know that the big problem today is we're divided, in America particularly. There's a lot of good news, but we don't hear about it because it's not profitable to share good news. The good news from my humble perspective is millions of us are waking up. We're seeking our faith. We're becoming comfortable with who we are and what we're doing for a living. We're learning to simplify, live within our means, and lead a faith-based, family values-based, community-based lifestyle that isn't crushing each other, despite all the stuff around us. So there are 5 ways we can learn to get along with people who are different, have different ideas, different values, different cultures, different beliefs. Because when we learn to meet people where they are, life gets a lot easier. And that's simply a reflection of who we are. Because what is within us will show up all around us. As within, so without. As above, so below. Which means what's in your mind is what you will realize in your life. Everything is about our consciousness and learning to be more conscientious about who we are and how we treat other people. Here are the 5 principles of the UN model for getting along with people. Number 1, be curious, not furious. So what this means is you're engaging in a topic, a discussion, a debate that could get heated, typically does get heated. Political, intellectual, religious, whatever it is. You know the deal. When we're curious and not interested in being right, we tend to control our emotions and stay present and hold space and be willing to understand the other person's perspective, which is a function of our empathy. So number 1, be curious, not furious. Seek to understand first. Understand as much as you can. Number 2, don't interrupt. Don't bulldoze people. It's rude. Nobody likes that. And we've all experienced it. So, if we can honor that we're going to be curious, not furious, don't interrupt, and not bulldoze people, we've got 2 of the 5 out of the way. Number 3, we're supposed to focus on the issue, not the person or personality. There's a saying that has to do with focusing on principles more than personalities. And when we focus on principles, issues, topics, subjects, facts, and not personalities and subjective, opinion-based things that tend to trigger emotions, we're going to get more done. We're going to get along with people better. So, focus on the issue, not the person. Number 4, only use reputable, fact-based sources when we're arguing a point, reinforcing a point, trying to get our point across, to add value to a relationship, a business meeting, all aspects of life. This comes in handy. use reputable, fact-based sources as opposed to throwing out your opinions, misinformation, or disinformation, because we all know there's plenty of that. Fifth principle, share perspectives even if no one changes their mind. We have a right to share our perspectives, our opinions, and to discuss things with people. And when we do so, honoring these 5 principles, we can seek to understand and will be more often understood. That's the best way I know how to put it. So in summary, and again, I'm going to put the link in the description here to this article. Be curious, not furious. Don't interrupt. No bulldozing. In other words, focus on the issue, not the person. Only use reputable, fact-based sources. And last but not least, share your perspectives even if no one changes your mind. Feel free to ask a constructive question in the comments. Drop a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Cliff Jones, and I'll see you next week with another video. Thanks for being here.